many simple things in the world. Shovels. They are all different. Gardening shovel. Unloading shovel. Children's shovel. But there is also a different shovel. We use it when we come to the position. In short time, it helps us dig a trench which saves us from bullets. If a tank will pass over the trench, there is a high probability that it will not cause any harm to the soldier. We dig in the ground, deeper, and then connect the trenches with our friends to the left. In just a few hours, trenches are all connected. When we do not have an axe, we can use a shovel to cut a loaf of bread. A soldier uses a shovel as a paddle, crossing the wide river under enemy fire. If we run out of ammunition, we will use a shovel again. And then we'll move on. And when we get the order to stop, we'll take a shovel again and build around us an impregnable fortress. This fortress is defended by the army of Ukraine, our army.
A lot of people look at us as robots or just out doing a job, but everything we see and do affects us just like it does everybody else.
A lot of problems with first responders and veterans is that now we're in a battlefield that's very different.
I've lost more friends to suicide than I did in combat, and it really hurts.
When you push the human envelope to those maximum extents, physically, psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually, and then you pull that plug, nothing prepares you for the silence. Nothing prepares you for that void.
You can't come that close to death without it having some effect on you.
I'll never forget my wife telling me, you know, you're not the same Brett that I married.
What War Horses does is it puts you in that environment to, in essence, look in the mirror. But that mirror's that horse. And that horse is going to tell you where you're at.
You got to relax. You got to calm down. You got to slow your mind down and just think about this one thing, controlling that horse.
The first thing we do before we get on a horse, we breathe. Let go of everything. Let go of everything in your head. If I don't let go of everything, I cannot be present with the horse.
It's magic. I just started crying. It was the first time in my life that I literally let everything go.
Compassion, generosity, love, all of these things trickle back into what it is to be a human being.
It's completely changed me.
All the confidence I had lost, it started coming back working with these horses. They've given me my life back.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Do you ever have one of those moments where you think, how the hell did I get here? Jeez, what happened to me? I was ruling the galaxy, had a cherry new battle station. I mean, this place had an omelet bar, a straight-up omelet bar. And now look, my former interns tossing me down a bottomless freaking pit. You know, come to think of it, my whole life has been a series of what the moments. That was my out.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I looked my woman in the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said it. I said, bitch, I'm the man of the house.
You said bitch, though. You called your wife a bitch.
I am.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Second brag, Josiah. That's what I'm talking about, son. It's the Monday edition. What a day. I hope you guys' Monday went good. Hope you guys' weekend went good. Yeah. Do. Did you guys see that open-palmed, widely seen meme candy glory of a facial massage that Will Smith went pow on Chris Rock? I mean, come on, y'all laughed. Did you not? Anybody not laugh at that when you saw that? Did anybody get to see it? How about that? Did anybody get to see the smack? Exactly that, Recruiter Times. How you doing in the chats? How you doing, everybody in the chats tonight? Let's see, we got some everybody. Oh, see, we got me, Recruiter Times, Richard Berlanco, Steven. Oh, man. Miss C, your first live meal. Well, welcome to U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio's Monday edition. Oh, and it's your birthday, too. Well, then there you go. Happy birthday. Here we go. You felt embarrassed for Chris Rock. Well, here's the thing. I'm kind of I'm kind of like, wow. Do stand-up comedians now have to be armed? From anybody walking up to them and, trying to slap them or trying to, punch them in the face or something like that? That's kind of a what line is it that we have? What line to where stand-up comedy and where you have somebody hosting a show like that, knowing that you're going to get roasted? That's been like the term of all the Academy Awards and also the Golden Globes. This is stuff we're not going to hear on Pop Culture Warrior. I love CQ, man, but this is not Pop Culture Warrior stuff. He's always uplifting and positive on all this stuff. We're going to talk about this is some Hollywood crap. When you think about it, how many times have you seen the roasts of anybody else? Like when you see a roast of Charlie Sheen, or you've seen a roast of any actor by a comedian, usually during these award ceremonies. I don't think I've ever seen anybody get butthurt and want to smack up. And I'm not saying that the Oscars has not had its share of controversies with people trying to, stage like, John Wayne or, Clint Eastwood making some comments or something like that. There has been, but I think I've never in my lifetime ever see, an actor, apply sports to a stand-up comedian. Is it the line of jokes? Is it jokes and jokes? Can it be discussed as a joke? Is it what is anything? Joshua says you didn't think you wanted to slap him? I mean, man, I just kind of like, it's a hard topic to discuss. Juicy Smoulier said Will assaulted him too. What was basically, she has alopecia, okay? Jada Pinkett Smith has alopecia, which is, hair loss. And so she shaved her head. So she keeps her head shaved. And so Chris Rock made a joke, see you in, G.I. Jane 2. A really, really quick, Will Smith never tried to smack Dwayne Johnson for similar jokes, yeah. So once the G.I. Jane 2 joke came out, because she has a bald head, if you guys don't remember G.I. Jane, for some of you youngins out there, Demi Moore portrays a woman who undergoes a SEAL training. So she shaves her head, right? So that kind of like goes along with the joke, right? That's kind of like the whatever. So the joke was made. As a matter of fact, let me just show you what happened after the joke was made, and then let's just. I'll let you look. Hang on.
What? Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
I don't like it.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay. Okay.
How do you play that shit off? How do you play it off? Will Smith, grabbed his inner Jutmaster and made his, and I'm just kind of like, dude, how, first off, this goes back to how the Oscars are, and it just Hollywood has its own little freaking world on how life goes. Again, in normal, I don't know, venues you see, you know when you're going to have a stand-up comedian up there, the stand-up comedian is going to be there to provide entertainment, provide jokes, and he cracks or she cracks on other comedians or other actors or whoever is in the audience. There's a rule, if you guys ever go to a comedy club, and CQ will tell you this, if you're in the front row and you try to heckle a comedian, you will get scorched. The comedian will, smack back at you. No pun intended. So obviously there's going to be some butthurt feelings. You don't clown the comedian if the comedian's are we now saying that comedians can't be comedians? Are we saying that comedy now has gone away from whatever? Now let's just talk about that part and let's go into the other. Yeah, thank you. Thank Corey, man, right in the head, man. And then wins an Oscar afterwards. Will Smith wins an Oscar. I mean, I bet I was waiting for him to slap somebody else. I was like, oh, snap. I sometimes watch entertainment stuff, and I always watch the Oscars or the Golden Globes because I shoot the shit with CQ, and CQ is our entertainment guy, so he provides us insight, and he always asks me, Ice, did you see this? Did you see that? Did you see this? This guy was talking about this. This guy was talking about that. There's a new movie coming out, and this. I'm thinking, oh, shit. There you go. Yeah, let me check it out. Or he's going to be in this movie, and he was in this stuff. So I kind of do that for my research. I was playing in the background. And I thought when he walked up onto the stage, he was going to be like, dude, shut up, man. Or this guy, he was going to make a height joke. I didn't realize Will Smith was a little bit bigger than him. I didn't realize that he's a big dude compared to Chris Rock. So I thought there was going to be some joking around or something like that. And no. And the memes have been glorious. I love it. Memes have been so awesome. I honestly would not have thought joke about whatever, just not voting. Yeah, you can't joke about COVID. You can't joke about voting because the thing's over now, right? Can we say that now without getting zucked? You can't joke about COVID, or now you can joke about COVID now. Can you joke about voting now? Can you joke about what's a patriot and what's not a patriot? Can you joke about what's patriotic or what's not? Because now anything you say has got an IST added to the name of what you're going to be called. I didn't expect Will Smith to do that. I just thought he was going to clown him a little bit. I thought he was going to go up there and make a short joke or make some jokes about his career or talk about his teeth or something. Comedian, you kind of clown back each other. I literally expected that. And then whoosh. William says it's all about ratings. Did not even see it till this morning. Yeah. No, I was like I said, I was up. It was already streaming on my unauthorized streaming device that I use to stream because I don't pay for cable. I ain't got cable. So how do you delineate that comedy from what Jada Pinkett Smith has? She's going bald, and so she shaved her head. So now a lot of people are jumping in and saying that this is a discussion and this is making fun of it and this is ridicule about people's disabilities or about people's physical stuff. When all of Hollywood is freaking all about image and physicality. If you don't look a certain way, you're not going to get the role. Or if you are a certain way, you might get the role. But to smack him up and a comedian, on it, like you said, exactly that cause. He's got some pretty good composure to sit there and take that hit, and and continue to roll. You could tell that he was kind of blustering up a little bit, and probably was kind of shocked. He actually probably was shocked. There's a post, there's a meme out there, or a screenshot of Chris Rock apologizing. That's been debunked. That's not true. I don't think anybody's talked about that. Everyone's talking about Queen and masculinity, and so I guess masculinity's back now, right? What would you do? What would you do if your relationship was the butt of so many freaking jokes throughout the years? Specifically because wasn't people making memes about Will Smith and this entanglement? Yeah, exactly that. Dave Chappelle needs to host it next time. Exactly that cause. So isn't that what you want now? Isn't I guess that's the thing now. Now we want people to slap. So if you want to defend the honor of someone that you care about, you slap them up. That's the thing now. That's what we're doing. Or do you take your licks and say, hey, hey, it was just a joke. It was comedy, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, people will latch on to that statement right there. It's just jokes. That right there, if you look at their social media posts or they look at what they've said behind the scene or what they've seen in documentaries or whatever, they're saying the same fucking shit. And Dwayne The Rock has made comments joking around about stuff like that. Exactly that, Jay. You've got to. If you're hiring a comedian to do your show, I don't think you could run away from the fact that you're going to get you're going to get your bag smoked. You're going to get roasted. So now we're going to do any more comedians now for the Oscars. Now this is such a big thing. Now should he have slapped him? No. Maybe on the after party. Maybe beat the shit out of him afterwards. Kind of like hold up, kind of like hold back. Wait till he gets the award and then whoosh, when he's backstage. As soon as the after party's going on, whoosh, whoosh, make a couple TikToks of whoosh, whoosh, slapping around a couple times. There you go. But during that, I don't know, man. I'm kind of on the fence. I mean, the relationship situation that they were in, weren't they kind of like an open relationship or kind of like a half-assed relationship, I guess you'd say? Pictures and all that stuff. I know straight up there's been some memes made about Will Smith when he found out that his wife, when his wife told him that she had cheated on him with somebody else. Everybody made memes about him. Everyone thought it was so fucking funny. Ha ha ha. Right? It's so cool to make fun of a man's fucking issue when it comes to something like that and his behavioral health and mental health when it comes to facing that situation like that. Do you think he snapped? Do you think that it was a possible, I don't know, all that pressure, being humiliated, and then all of a sudden just like after all the memes and jokes that anything was made about their open relationship? That's another conversation. I'll probably talk about that after the break. Decided to go ahead and decided to make fun of him for what she put him through. And now he decides to defend her on a hair joke, on a ball joke. When dudes have been getting made fun of about their male pattern baldness for life, or also getting busted for getting busted out for having a dad bod. Dudes get it, right? Dudes get it all the time. So when a comedian makes a ball joke, now all of a sudden everyone has an issue. I don't know, man. It's one of those. Yeah, you can't win with this one. And exactly that. You would think it would have thicker skin. When there was a bunch of other comments and other stuff being said, and other comedians standing up and making comments too. I think that needs to be. Is that going to be the norm now? When we're upset about something and everything's offensive, now we're going to start slapping comedians. It was like whoosh. So now when somebody makes a comment, that's funny to the planet or joking around. What about everybody sitting at Will Smith's table? He slapped them too? Or how about everyone laughing at the jokes? Hey, Will Smith, we got tapes. We got vids. People laughing. People smiling. People giggling along with you. I'm gonna get shit for that too. Oh, you're not taking a petition. Yeah, exactly that. What if Joe Rogan was on the stage making some comments or joking around like that? What if, yeah, Dave Chappelle, Joe Rogan. Look at all the look at all the. Oh my God! Look at all the possibilities. Again, people throw that back at you. It's just jokes. Well, you hired a stand-up comic. That's why it's what comedians do. They tell jokes. They tell jokes about the things that happen around them and life around them, and everybody has been the brunt of jokes forever and a day. Steven says that some of our senators do need slapping. Woo! I don't think they'd realize that they were getting slapped, though. Some of them are under so many medications that I don't think they realize they'd be getting smacked. Probably some of them have to like get guided and stuff like that. But yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. It's one of those. Nick Palmisano posted on Twitter. Was it cool that he did it, or do you just want to see more slaps? Exactly that. Slaps or no slaps, or is it a big deal? Did he overreact? Everyone's got their takes. As a matter of fact, the people that are dropping all their takes are the ones that don't want you to tell you their takes. And the takes are crazy in this. Crazy. I will say that there are individuals that are blaming Trump. Okay, look, we could blame Trump for a lot of shit. We can blame Trump for some stuff, but damn, dude, not this. This had nothing to do with it. D. Treasy had nothing to do with laying this out. Not at all. Not at all. Do you think Chris Rock should? Yeah. Do you think he should have defended himself? I think Chris Rock handled himself quite professionally. Very professionally. He held his composure and ensured that the show continued, didn't drop any more comments, left like that. But you know what? He's not pressing charges. Yeah, Steven says that there's probably more slapping done at award shows. We just don't see it in the limelight. Yeah, exactly. Slapping or clapping. I mean, isn't that the whole reason why there's internet fire or meme fire with us? And then he won an Academy Award. And got upset. I don't think you should blame D. Treasy for that. Not for that. Not. Come on, this is Hollywood stuff. So, as of an hour ago, he wrote a statement on Instagram, and he even said that it was unacceptable and out of line. This is from Variety magazine. So I'm like, I'm getting blinded right now. I'm getting blinded by the Hollywood. Issued an apology after slapping Chris Rock on the Oscar stage last night. Violence in all forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior last night's Academy Awards is unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I'm embarrassed and my actions were not indicative of a man I want to be. There's no place for violence in a world of love and kindness. There you go. The post continued where he said, I would also like to apologize to the Academy, the producers of the show, and the attendees, and everyone watching around the world. I'd also like to apologize to the Williams family and my King Richard family. I deeply regret my behavior has stained what would have been an otherwise gorgeous journey for us. I am a work in progress. Well, there you go. So he apologized. Is that good? Are we cool with that? Everyone happy? Everyone's like, yeah. Is everyone like complimenting and throwing the likes? Or he's just saying that because he's afraid he's going to get the award taken away. Because the Academy is currently reviewing. I mean, I yeah, exactly that. It wasn't an emotional reaction. It was a violent reaction. That's right. Because he would have like cried or something like that, right? So everyone's dropping their takes, like saying, "Hey, look." And where was security? Yeah, he always used to make it. Chris Rock used to make a joke. I thought he was going to say security, like he always makes fun of that joke. How that was part of his stand-up shtick. Security. Ew. Pip says there's no place for workplace violence. Ban him. Harvey Weinstein would never hit anybody. Pip, Weinstein was raping motherfuckers, man. What are you talking about? You're talking about Harvey Weinstein? I will say there's some, is it a slap worth taking his award? Should the Academy take his award? Should they just say, you know what? Sorry, we just don't condone that type of violence. You just can't go slapping people. Come on, there was a part a little bit inside you that didn't mind seeing that, right? There's somebody that probably like, oh damn, Chris Rock deserved it. And there's that camp. Did Chris Rock deserve it? Did he? I guess he's been since for a while time. I guess there was a beef or a feud. I don't know if it's made up in the media. Steven said, yeah, Steve. Like I said, I was like, what? Well, what's going on? Yeah, exactly. I'm the same way. I thought it was a little bit of a comedy. I thought the same. I thought he was going to walk up the stage, clown him on his height and something like that, or make fun of his teeth, or like, he's always getting made fun of shit like that, or whatever. I thought that was going to happen. And then, whoosh. Yeah, dude, Mike Tyson approved. I approve of this message. I think we should go ahead and smack him up some more. Don't hit me, Mike. Yeah, dude. He started exactly that. He used that Jumpmaster voice, man. I thought he was going to start putting troopers out the door. That's what I'm talking about. Joe Kent. Somebody running for he's a retired Green Beret who's running for office said, less war overseas and more celebrity violence. I think that's funny too. Is this going to be the beginning of a new grudge match with celebrities? Hollywood grudge match. I don't know. We'll see. So, anyways. What is next? What are we going to talk about next? What were we going to talk about next? Oh, Will would win? You think so? You think that'd be a celebrity? Will Smith would win? Dang it. Hang on for a sec. I'm playing with my music and stuff like that. I'm messing around, just being goofy. And here I am just messing around, trying to give you guys some Ukraine updates. There we go. So we'll talk about the dynamic of the relationship part afterwards, because that's kind of something that I wanted to talk about. Bring back celebrity boxing. I know, dude. So far, as of 7 hours ago, there were some peace negotiations going on, and the Russian billionaire Roman Abramovich suffered symptoms of suspected poisoning at talks in Kyiv. Later this month, his spokesman said its Ukrainian peace negotiators were reported to have been effective. Wall Street Journal reported claims of the alleged poisoning was orchestrated by hardliners in Russia who wanted to sabotage the talks. So yeah, that's what's going on with the Ukraine stuff on the. And yes, there's some videos out there that are posted of the conflict that looks like it's going to be investigated for war crimes. What's the validity of the hypersonic missile? What's the hypersonic missile, Jay? You trying to say missile? Is that what you're trying to say? Oh, okay, gotcha. What about it? I don't know. It looks like somebody packed it out, unpacked the box, and just dropped it. Looks like people should. Looks like they should. Lewis said Ukraine should say they want Crimea back for peace. You damn right. I think they should. It's their country. Give it all back. Give it all back. Hang on. There's some Ukraine news that I wanted to grab for you guys to give you an update. There's some stuff going on. Currently, right now, everybody knows about the bombing of the theater that reportedly housed children. It was supposed to have been a kind of like a refuge, a bunker, an area where they can hide from the war. And it was hit. So obviously there's currently an investigation. I'm trying to find the news portion of it. There's a news spot in here someone sent to me, and now I don't know where that link is at. I take pictures with potatoes, yeah. I know the citizens of Ukraine are dropping some mad fire memes on the conflict. I think what's pretty cool is that we're now seeing videos of their efforts against Ivan. So I think it's pretty. Watching the spirit of the Ukrainian people is just, I'm just like, damn, I'm just amazed. It's right. Pray and support Ukraine. You know what kind of makes me mad is that I'm wondering, well, what the hell's going on? Why are we not finding out what's going on the military side of the house over there for our forces that are around the bordering countries? I mean, we sent people there, right? We sent around 90,000. There's about 90,000 around there. Hang on, someone dropped me some links, and I just want to make sure I got the links up. The links that I was talking about too. There's also reported that German. I was going to say German soldiers. Wrong war. Wrong world war. Russian soldiers have been turning in their tanks at a multi-$1,000 reward for turning in the tanks. So if you could just imagine, hanging out and doing your thing. And you see a tank rolling down the road and saying that I want to turn myself in or something like that. And there's been a reward that's been put out by the Ukrainian government as well. So now there's some memes on here that I've been getting. Everyone, I appreciate you guys dropping the memes. I'm trying to talk about Ukraine here. Steven says that myself, I'm not into violence, but when it comes to defending yourself and your family, I believe is some of us what must do. Are we talking about the slap still, or are we talking about Ukraine? Just want to make sure we got that topic right. Yeah, I'll show you. Okay, fine. I'll show you a meme. Someone's asked me, will I show? Okay, this meme is right here. I'm not going to pull it down, but it's the meme. I'm glad I didn't. Chris Rock is a meme of Chris Rock saying, I'm glad I didn't piss off Adam Baldwin. So. Where is it at? So, okay. Anyways. So real quick, before we're going to talk some tech talk. Currently, right now, there's been a feud, or there's been some, okay, cool. Just double checking, Steve. There's been some drama going on between Elon Musk And what he wants to do, he's considering opening up a new platform to compete with Twitter. However, everyone is saying that he wants to. People are suggesting that he buy Twitter. What do you think of that? Do you think Twitter's too restrictive? I think people on Twitter are so fucking sensitive, it's unreal. I mean, have I thrown some takes on there that might be considered sensitive? I don't know. Speaking of Elon Musk, he's just said as of 3 hours ago, he's contracted COVID, the Rona again. He said he contracted COVID again, but he says he's feeling good. Not believing in violence is different than not promoting violence. Yeah, sometimes violence is the answer. I don't know. People get mad when I say that. So people just haven't gone through life getting punched in the face. So, according to the New York Post, he blasts Twitter and said, he's considering creating a rival social network. Twitter is the juice that is like that juice in a dumpster at the bottom. I will add to that. Twitter is like the juice in a dumpster at the bottom that's leaking into a septic tank. That's right there. We'll mix it up. Twitter bans anybody for anything. Hell, we'll probably get banned on Twitter for me saying this. Twitter does have its uses. Twitter does have its, of excellence. Yeah. You still can't believe that Twitter banned Trump when everybody else gets to be on there. I think it was kind of like a hate thing. Everyone likes to talk about freedom of speech, but it's actually not. It actually has nothing to do with the First Amendment because it's a private company, has terms of service, and you got to go by their terms of service. Some of the things that they did to G. Treasy, they were kind of unfair. So my light went up in the back. Huh. I'll put the light back on later. So he's giving a serious thought to creating a rival social network to compete against Twitter. When actually, I think he should just buy Twitter. I think he should own Twitter. I mean, but he also has a little bit of his own. I think he banned. He fired somebody on YouTube or one of his employees or something like that for posting something on YouTube, an engineer or something like that. So that's the whole thing. But if he's considering it, man, would you get an account on Elon Musk's platform where he says he can actually have an open town hall forum, open public square forum? He could probably buy Ukraine. He could probably buy them jets or something like that. He claims that Twitter is failing to adhere to free speech principles. I don't know, man. He's doing pretty good. You want to talk about Ukraine and Starlink? So far, as of the 25th of March, there's been attempts to hack and jam, and so far Starlink has resisted all hacking and jamming attempts. Yeah, okay, see, there's some people out there saying that they would sign up for that. This comes off the tails of the Babylon Bee. A satire thing. Making fun of everything. See, stand-up comedian. So do you think it got slapped? Whoosh. Slapping these platforms, they go whoosh. They're just jokes, right? It's only just jokes when you think it's it's funny, but when you don't think it's funny, then you use that. You say it sarcastically. It's just jokes. Yeah, everyone's talking about it in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. I'm still on the fence about the Tesla though. I don't know. Kind of like living in a desolate area or something like that, or living up in the mountains. I kind of want to see how that thing handles. Maybe a 4-wheel drive, or maybe mixed in with some gas, or make it like a hybrid or something. I'm kind of curious about that. to see how that would go. Yeah, see, everyone's saying they would buy it in a heartbeat. Yeah, see the comments right now. They'd buy it in a heartbeat. Owning a Tesla. I think maybe I would test drive it. All right. If someone said, here's a Tesla for you to test and stuff like that, given an unbiased testing for it, I'd do it. They're planning on putting Wi-Fi in the moon. The moon's going to end up being a giant. Let's not even talk about the moon. Man, there's some conspiratorial theories and scientific theories, ancient alien stuff. I have theories about the moon. Isn't there a movie coming out called Moonfall where it's like it actually has that theory where the moon is hollow and there's aliens inside? I haven't seen it yet. I don't want to spoil it. Nobody spoil it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how it would be. I don't know, man. I don't know anybody that owns a Tesla. That I have a friend who is on reserve for a Tesla, but I don't know anybody who has one and would drive. That talks about it being a daily driver, or how long it lasts, or what's the distance of miles, how far would it go? Performance. I've seen videos and stuff like that. But Ukraine is using the Starlink for its drone strikes, which I think that's pretty badass. You can order your own drone strike. You can order your own system. Yes, cost says that you can only have for 3 to 400 miles before having a charge. And see, that's another thing. Where are you going to charge it? Ooh, Steven's got some Alex Jones stuff you're talking about there, Steven. Can I do that? Can I ask your question in Alex Jones' voice? Anyone here think that we really went to the moon? He's almost like a cross between if he was Hulk Hogan's little brother or something like that. I'm telling you, brother. Almost the same. Is it the same? I don't know, man. I'd like to see how it would be like off-road for survivability and stuff, like going out and... I know a dude who has a space Tesla. Supposedly there's a pizza in the back seat. Yeah, exactly that. www.don'tstrikeukraine.com of excellence. It's just fascinating how Elon Musk has been able to use SpaceX and Tesla and Starlink for just outstanding methods of tech and advancing it. I just think it's pretty cool. I think innovation like that is what needs to happen. I think that's what pisses off a lot of politicians. They don't think he pays taxes when I think he pays like a lot of taxes. Again, I just think, I don't know. See what happens. Much debate going on. Steven says much debate going on that, to include just like the flat Earth stuff. Woo, man. Flat Earth stuff. I don't believe that crap at all. I don't believe the Earth is flat. No way. Nope. Don't think so. Don't think the Earth is flat at all. Honestly, I think that, the Earth is like any other planet. It's a planet. It's a sphere. It's spherical in shape. It's a globe. I think that was the only thing I want to talk about. What is the insurance on a space Tesla? I don't know. I know for a minute there he had didn't he have like a flamethrower too? He had a thing called Boring Company flamethrower. He had his own flamethrower. Nobody came back with any feedback for that. I want to know if the flamethrower would be worth the price. $5 Y'all making Ivan jokes. It's NASA insurance. If there is any insurance on it. I'm trying to see how the any more Tesla, any more Elon Musk news, and I don't see any yet, other than the fact that he contracted COVID again. I think we're all done with the virtual signaling on the COVID stuff, on the vax, not vax, getting vax, all vax, getting infected as opposed to not infected with infection, and infected with triple, quadruple, duple, vax and not vax and stuff like that. I think everyone's tired of that shit. I'm trying to find out if there's any other news about this stuff. I don't see anything else. So, all right, we're gonna take a break, and we'll be right back. So, everybody, fill your glasses, and hit the head, go to the latrine, and we'll be right back. Shouts.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
Nothing feels the same. Let it all be
where you draw the line, 'cause it's so sad. Tell me where you lost your faith. Is it so bad? Couldn't see it in your face, and it's so sad. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down. Why you keep it in your head? Is it so bad? Never heard a word you say it, and it's so sad. Tell me when you lost your way, 'cause it's so bad. Wanna see you when I pray, and it's so sad. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down. Is it what you want? Is it what you need now? Is it what you breathe? Is it what you're bleeding now? Is it what you feel? Is it what you're feeling now? Is it what you wanted?
There aren't too many.
I'll wait until you come
As students-
back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down. Hello, you. Will you come back down to me? Hello, you. Will you come back down? Hello, you. Won't you come back down to me? Hello, you.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact the physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.
And let me put my mic back on so I can say, we're back. I'm like, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. Playing some Iron Maiden. Playing the Maiden. Eddie Corpse. You know who he is. Run to the hills, baby. I love that song. Anyways. What was I going to say? Shit, turn that thing down. What are we going to talk about? What was the next portion of our discussion going to be? Oh yeah, open relationships. You know, this whole thing kind of led into an open relationship situation scenario, right? Is that like the thing now? Is that cool to do? Open relationships now, polyamorous, or an open marriage like that? Is that the new trend that's happening? Is that the way we're doing relationships now? I don't know. I'm kind of like, I don't know how people could do it. I don't know how that would work. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard. I know, of course, people. I'm not here to judge, man. I'm not here to kink shame, but I'm just saying it's just something that I couldn't do. I know people are going to talk about that stuff, and thanks, WTF Nation Radio is whatever. I know for the military side of the house, I don't know. Would the military ever be open to something like that? To imagine going to the ball and you have your 4 wives with you. They're not ex-wives, like 4, like 4 wives all together. You think the Army would put up with that? Kind of an open marriage, and have a scenario come to the fact where you would be you would be explaining to your chain of command. This is my wife, and this is my wife, and this is my wife. More, this is my wife, my husband. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do that, Bailey. They already do. All sharing, is that what you're saying? I couldn't share. I don't know. That to me is like, I don't know. I'm not saying that I want to be opened up to memes, but I couldn't do that. I couldn't be in a polynor. I can't even say the word. I couldn't be in an open marriage like that. Joe says, why would anybody want to be with 4 wives? That's like 5 headaches a day. Wait, 4 wives. What if you have kids? How do duties go like that? That is we're not talking about military, we're not talking about TDY. Oh, we've got some stories about some TDYs. And wives. And other wives. And not your wives. I couldn't do that, man. That's opening yourself to meme gold like what's going on with Will Smith. Will and Jada. To discuss having an open marriage and to think that it's okay. And then I keep going back to slapping Chris Rock. I just couldn't. I couldn't. Oh, Bailey, Poland is like the gold mine. Oh yeah, Poland. I think every time the 1st Infantry Division or the 3rd Infantry Division or whatever cab, oh yeah, we get the gold. The 101st went to Poland one time. That's when the strippers were biting everybody. Me and Spanky had a blast on Sergeant's time, telling that story in itself. Name your unit. It's like, why can't you just stick to yourself, to that? You know what I mean? I'm not talking about relationships where they're going downhill and you're going to get divorced and the divorce is about ready to happen, and there's always a double standard when it comes to that too, because there's always like, hey, look, dude, you're divorcing your old lady. Don't get pissed off if you're divorcing her if she's already seen somebody, and vice versa, dudes. Don't get the ass. The marriage is ending, right? So you shouldn't have the ass when that individual was somebody else or courting somebody else or whatever you want to call it, especially when there's like a long separation involved or something like that, and it's just not going to work out. But I can tell you what right now, straight up, I couldn't do that. I could not have, I'm just trying to think right now of all the exes that I have. All 15 of my ex-wives were all in one house and had an open marriage like that, poly marriage and stuff like that. Maybe multiple wives or maybe multiple relationships. Wouldn't that get like to some point of, I don't know, some jealousy or arguing going on? Who shares what? What's being shared? Dan says, open relationships are great until your old lady cuckolds you with your son's friend. Is open relationships only cool when it's acceptable to some an individual, or is it really completely open? I don't know anybody in an open poly relationship. I don't, like I said, I don't kink shame. I don't think I could do it. I don't think, no. It's bad enough I got ex-wives. One at a time. I have seen. Oh my God! Yeah, it was about Poland. Poland, the biters. Yep. Oh yeah, Poland. Man, Poland has got some. Yeah, debauchery. It's got some debauchery going on. We see every time there's a large unit moving into Poland, we always get the deets, we always get the photos, we always get this, and it's funny. It's just damn. Poland of all places. You would think like Germany. That's why we need to put soldiers back in Germany. That's where real partying is happening, not Poland. I'm not going to trash on Poland, but man, I had a great time in Germany. Fun. It's a blast. You go out partying and stuff like that. Go to the club, and then the sun comes up, and then they're serving breakfast. You get some coffee. Chill out there. Continue. They party. And I guess Poland, I mean, my experience with Poland wasn't really much of the partying as much as the some of the sightseeing and stuff like that. But let's go back to that open relationship stuff. I couldn't do it. The open marriage stuff is not. Yeah, it's not for me. I don't. Maybe that's what factored into this whole situation where Will Smith got. I don't know. It's an emotional thing. And being on TV and being told about it and having to deal with all the memes and. I mean, come on, everyone. That would just be taxing on you if you were being made fun of all your entanglements, as she would say to him. It's hard, man. I couldn't do it. Are they in an open marriage? Sometimes people say that they're in an open marriage without telling the other individual that they were in the open marriage. That's usually how it ends up in the military side of the house. Yeah, we're in an open relationship. Yeah. Wait, what? That's the next thing you know, the wife or the husband finds out what. So yeah, I couldn't do that. I could not share. I'm greedy when it comes to that. One at a time. I can't share. It's hard. How could you do that? I mean, again, not kink shaming. If you could do it, you could do it. Hey, good on you. Wish you the best of luck, but it's not something that I could do. I don't know. That's like the link thing. A link. I don't know. It's hard to describe. I just could not do it. There's shit going on in Germany too. Oh, we know. We know. We know. We all know. We always know. Our world is pretty small sometimes. When you realize who you know and who you talk to, and the next thing you know, you're like, oh, I saw that picture there. Some of you need to clean up your Facebook profiles. I'm going to get shit for this, but I don't care. That's not for me. Open marriage stuff is not for me. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. And I like to cook too, so I'm like, what if an open marriage spouse says to me that they don't like my cooking or something like that? Yeah, that's pretty. It's the little things for me. That's the little things, and having 5 different opinions, I'm just saying 5 different. I don't know what the hell. Well, 5. I mean, sorry, maybe using Joe's number for spouses as a reference. I couldn't do it. No way. I didn't know where they were shooter were fighters. Oh, I love the comment. But yeah, it's. I keep going back to the slapping thing. We're just kind of shocked because Will Smith has that. He had that wholesome actor. Everyone loves Will Smith. He's a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He's like, he would never do that. It's when you put your business out in the street like that, then you're gonna get joked. You're gonna get clowned. I'm just waiting for the DMs to show up. You're, wow, why are you talking shit? Talking to everybody. People are getting memes. Just sending me. Want to just do some memes tonight? Want to see what we have for the memery? And tonight's meme fest here. Let me see. Let me grab this meme right here, and it would appear that the next host for the Oscars has already been selected, and it's just been announced. And so let's see if let's see this does this meet audience approval for next year's Oscars? Let me see. There we go. I don't want Mike Tyson to kick my ass if I imitate him doing Chris Rock's stand up, because I don't want my face, I don't mind, there's individuals that I wouldn't mind, going toe to toe with, but not Iron Mike, not Mike. He beat my ass. Man, here's another one too. This is a meme about Ice-T and Pookie, not our Pookie, but the other Pookie, the role that Chris Rock played. These are funny. There we go. I wonder if Will Smith. I wonder if Ice-T said anything. I haven't even looked on the socials of what some of the reaction is from the. I wonder if Ice-T did say something. I'm not seeing. Yeah. No, actually, that was from his Twitter account. Never mind. That image was from. That image was from his timeline. So that's where, okay, well, whoever sent me that meme, I appreciate it. That's awesome. Here's another one here from a fan. I could just sit here and just shoot the shit and post memes on it if you guys want, but I don't think Facebook Live has the capacity to do all-night memery. There we go. When you already make plans for the 4-day, but the first sergeant has a last-minute change to the duty roster. Chris Rock playing Friday? I thought it was Chris Tucker that played in Friday. I thought it was Ice Cube and Chris Tucker, I think. I think he played in that one. Yeah, I think he did play that. Yeah. And of course, what's going on with Kanye West and his drama? Is it cool to say that? Is it like are we gonna get zucked? Am I gonna get hate mail and stuff like that for posting these memes about Will Smith? Was it a good idea that he defended his honor? Was it a good idea that he should have done this? Blah 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 blah. And there's always that question too. Again, I don't condone the actions on the stage. I don't condone the actions on the stage. I would have waited till after the end of the show, and then I'd have been like, "Hey, yo, Chris, hey, what's up? Slap. That'd have been it. That'd have been it. That'd have been quick. Quick and plain was one slap. Hey, punk, throw him in a trash can or something like that. Kind of give him some after party, whatever. That right there would be good for the paparazzi and all the drama and all this, but yeah, not cool. Because what if another comedian decides to speak? I'm beating this dead horse. I like that. I like Pantera. So I mean, who does not like Pantera? So go back to what I was saying. I don't think I can handle the open marriage stuff. You stick to the mate that you have. If sometimes it's the little things that have mate that you have that you don't even realize is a good mate to you, and you probably will fuck it up, or you probably could fuck it up by trying to create that open marriage environment, or just stick to it. Show loyalty. Be loyal. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you don't have the sack to say, hey, I'm done with this, then that's on you. But do it. That individual probably would be hurt and would appreciate you a lot more that you did, as opposed to doing shit behind their back. That's like relationship 101. Now, this one right here is one of my favorites. This right here is the one I think is pretty cool. Whoever did this Photoshop job did a pretty good job. Once you see, you'll see why. As soon as I open it. As soon as I open it, what it is. This next one coming up is pretty cool. So shout out to the memer that sent me this, because everybody knows that meme warfare is irregular warfare. If you can't handle the memes, then memes always bear a shred of truth and an emotion of what everybody's feeling anyways, or what anybody would do. So the fact that people get offended by this, by the memes and stuff like that, it's like, you're not taking somebody's mental health seriously. Yeah, okay. Anyways, we are taking people's mental health seriously. So this one right here is Zelensky smacking Putin. That is badass. I think I'm going to post that as a cover, as a cover for this podcast on the social media. I like that. That's pretty cool. That's a good one. Let me see. Where's another one? Yeah, I got way more. There's even a song that somebody wrote. I think we're going to have the station post it. Somebody had already made a beat and a remix to this, to the slap and the thing. That's another thing too. Everyone's talking about. We don't talk about Jada. That's kind of, yeah. That is a neat slap, big time. I tweeted something out. They got people. They got what? Because like I said, I stand for comedy too. There was. Can we say people are both wrong in this? And this is what I posted on Twitter. And I posted this right here. And I tweeted, a stand-up comedians now when someone approaches the stage. You're going to wait for this incident to happen? You're going to have some stand-up comedian that's going to sit there and make jokes, and then now somebody approaches the stage. Now they're going to get they got to pull out that grip. You better stay strapped. You're going to have somebody come up. Somebody from the comic book world send us this one too. All these have been. We posted a meme harvest post for everybody, of course, to harvest the memes. And let me look at this one right here. What's this one right here? And this one is, if I could find it again. There we go. You guys know about the Spider-Verse, right? And the Spider-Man universe and all that stuff with the different Spider-Mans and different actors. Here's Andrew Garfield texting the other Peter Parkers to see if Will Smith slapped Chris Rock in their universes too. That was pretty funny too. Devin says so. Devin agrees with the slap, I guess. That's a good slap. Neat slap. Let's see, what's the next one? This one right here, someone grabbed the infamous Batman slapping Robin meme comic and made it a comic themselves. Let me pull up this one. Oh yes, we're just sharing memes. This one right here. There we go. These are gold. So everyone remembers the Batman comic slapping Robin, and it was from the Batman point of view. Well, this one is from the Robin point of view. I kind of like this one. Whoosh. Yeah, slap. me see. Let me look at some other ones here. We got so many freaking memes in this stuff. Then we got the Pookie one up here. Yep. Let's see. There we go. Here's another one too. In the pursuit of slappiness is this next one. Hang on, I'll put this one up right here. And honors of the Photoshop stuff, man. This is awesome. I love it. Yeah, he's just I'm sorry. Dude. These are gold. Thank you so much, fans at the WTF Nation and U.S. Army WTF Moments accounts sending us all these memes. We did not create these, so we're just posting them up. Remember? This is just jokes. Oh, man. I love it. Love it. Keep coming. Keep them coming. Let's see. Here's another one we got here. This one right here. Yeah, this is true. This is going to be the one that your eyes for the next week is going to be this image. And, a lot of people are taking the side, and while I'm posting this stuff up, a lot of people are taking the side, well, if someone offended my wife or said something like this, I would do the same, or you just don't do that in front of people, even those same individuals, I would do it to their face. Normally don't do that to their face or blah, blah, blah. So here's your eyes for the next week. Will Smith slapping Chris Rock memes. I have a feeling, I don't know. You think this is going to go as Twisted Tea or as Ukrainian farmers? How far is this going to go? What's the squares on this right here for the memes on this one? And what did I just get in the... Then I just got the here. Let me see. Look at this one right here. We're not going to just talk more. Just talk about memes, but maybe the memes are funny. There we go. This is funny too. There we go. So that's kind of the I think that's enough with the memeage. And get people upset. Shake it up a little bit. They're just jokes. Man, I think everyone's going off on Chris Rock more than anything else when he's had years of making worse jokes. I think he's made more jokes about people not realizing, like, for instance, if he's talking about, again, was it a disability? Is it a disability that, Jada had or is that she has that, was worth making fun of or making that little comment? Because she has no hair. So again, me, hey man, hey thanks. I would have taken my Academy Award. Hey, thank you very much. Blah 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 blah. And then gone backstage, and I'd be like, hey man, come here. I want to talk to you about something real quick. Let me talk to you about something. And then that'd have been it. So there's a lot of people that are just like going off on him. It's like infuriated with him. So it's was that a joke that's too far? Stand up with comedy, just jokes, because now everyone's jumping. Everyone who has their cause and their virtue is jumping on it as well. See, there's other jokes that we talk about that there's talk about that nobody else says. See. This has nothing to do with Trump, okay? This has nothing to do with Trump. Not at all. To say that, then, you're kind of messed up on your own for believing that that's the whatever. That doesn't, The rapper that doesn't cuss slaps. Was that like a legit slap though? Was it? I mean, it sounded like it was legit. It sounded legit. But let me see. I'm trying to find some other stuff here about this. I don't talk about memes all night. But anyway. So yeah, so the look, dude, your marriage was on blast the whole time. People were making memes about it. Everyone's talking about. So now we're going to go ahead and discuss what's funny and what's not. What is funny? Yeah, it would suck to be a comedian now, huh? Especially a stand-up comedian where you can't say anything or you get upset about saying something. Of course, if you say, "What about Dave Chappelle?" then the next thing you know, then you're gonna get people are gonna look at you all crying for. No, ma'am. Okay, I'll tell you what. Can you please take off your Raiders t-shirt? Ma'am, how are you doing? Pat and Andy from War Horses for Veterans. I need to do another visit. Me and Baby Ice swung by there and hung out for a day or so, and it was a good time. Great time to decompress and all that. Actually, we were there for like almost 2.5 days, 3 days. It was fun. My apologies, ma'am. The show is almost over anyways. I have to do housekeeping. So what better way to to finish the show than have one of my favorite people clown me about my Raiders t-shirt. Thank you so much, ma'am. Hope you and Andy, Mr. Andy, are doing good. So anyway, so we have tomorrow. We have Pop Culture Warrior. We have we got Rich Teen coming up. He's going to be coming on. 4th generation Asian American growing up as an athlete. He decided to play. He wanted to play collegiate football at Yale University while earning a BA, and then went on to achieve a dual JD MBA. And soon after achieving that scholastic goal, he realized, you know what? I think I want to switch careers, and I want to go into the entertainment industry and become a Noctua. And that's CQ's guest for tomorrow. Starting time, we're trying to get our calendars up. Our calendars are open, and now we're just starting to get back from the spring break stuff. So don't forget, we have Tuesday Pop Culture Warriors tomorrow with him and with CQ, Michael Castillo, and Radar. Myself for Sergeant's Time and Spanky on Thursdays, and then Friday is Friday Night Freedom with Kaz and the Pooks. I hope I did good with the with my version of Friday Night Freedom. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I rarely do a Friday show, so it was kind of like a, okay. So I tried to emulate the best I could all the Kaz, like what he does for his show. So I hope everybody enjoyed that. Share, like, and follow. Again, our website's getting redesigned and getting rebuilt, and things getting put back together. But if you go to WTFNationRadio.com, it'll say, hey, we are redesigning, and we are also, find the links. Or you can find us on all of our socials. We're on 2 Facebook pages live. We're on Twitter live. We're on YouTube live. And we are on Twitch live. So right now. And then once we get our podcast systems back up, we'll be back to posting up podcasts and all that. But you can grab some stuff here if you guys need to know when, hey, I need to get a sound copy or whatever. You can pull it off the web, and we'll help you with that. So aside from that, I think I'm done, right? I mean, you got anything for me? Mom couldn't make it tonight, so we'll make sure you tune in tomorrow for Pop Culture Warrior with CQ and Radar. So with that, y'all have a good night, and shots. See ya.
There's a lot of tough talk on Twitter, but there's not a lot of real talk.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S.